Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are after market close on Wednesday, October 18th. We're going to check in on our old friend AVTX today. So as you see, coming off of yesterday, AVTX tried to push to that 1748 level we had on the chart, came down on a strong rejection there, tried to hold support, or I guess did hold support through the remainder of the day over that 1588 level. However, just before open today, it flipped that from support to resistance and then quickly sold off, getting basically no help at that 1531 level, just immediately flipping that to resistance and spending the day stretched between there and that 1460 level that we had on the chart. Now, right at the end of the day / into after hours, we see it dipping below there. Now, aside from the obvious, the issue that this puts AVTX in as it continues to push there is the question of if this uptrend support is going to hold. Now, as we see back here, it can dip below it a little bit and then quickly recover. Even this candle had dipped below it. So a quick recovery is sort of like no harm, no foul. But here it's basically on the 5th attempt to hold support at this level, and I'm really curious to see what it does tomorrow. Does it slip this and need to come down toward this 1396 level to try to get support there? And if it does, can it even get support there? But if it does slip this uptrend support, it could spend, a few candles outside of it. So I would look for it to very quickly move back into it, though. If it starts to slip it and get some distance away from it like this or like this, then that would concern me that uptrend support is basically bust, and that the hope for sort of a stairs up recovery on AVTX is in question. Now, if it does continue to pull down, that would also mean that we've had this swing high, of which then that swing high was quite a bit lower, and then that would be this swing high is now additionally lower. So it would be sort of confirming more of a downtrend resistance in here more than anything. Now, I'm going to put that in there for now because if it can continue to hold the uptrend support here, it does present itself with the potential for a really interesting wedge pattern where it's, putting in higher lows, but putting in lower highs, and that's causing it to sort of further constrain itself in this wedge, and sometimes we can get a really nice big break in one direction or the other when it comes out of that wedge pattern. So interested to see if anything develops there. So we'll leave that on the chart for now and kind of go from there. So just sort of, holding tight to see what happens with those levels and with those patterns in the days to come. Now in the Think or Swim study, we see also pretty interesting here. It now has many, many, many daily candles that are triggering on the TTM squeeze indicator while that price is just wrestling / sitting at the mid-range of the channel. Hey folks, just so you know, you can get these videos early and ad-free. If you click on the description below and become a member, you can make that happen, and I really appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the video. So again, what we look for from the TTM squeeze indicator when it does a good job, which is not always, but when it does do a good job, it's that it has this trigger period, and especially if that's happening while it's sitting at the mid-range of the channel, and then when it fires, then we get a big move. Now, big move up, big move down, that's the question. And again, this is if it does a good job indicating. Sometimes you get a trigger and a fire, and everything looks good until the fire comes and nothing really happens. So we'll see how that takes shape, but I would just say, to the extent to which there's a wedge taking shape here, there is also certainly price action wrestling with the mid-range of the channel and the TTM squeeze indicator going through many, many days of triggering. Right now in a neutral trend per this study, so it's sort of anyone's guess where that fire goes, but really interested to see what this sort of turns out to be, if anything. All right, folks, I hope that you had a happy hump day, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.